There's an old David Bowie movie called The Man Who Fell to Earth. And it's a sort of weird surrealist 70s, I think it was the 70s type movie where it's not so much about any sort of plot as it is about the sort of whole thing, the whole journey of the thing, the whole movie, the whole story. And but the plot as far as it stands is there's an alien, he comes to Earth, and he needs sort of water and air to help save his family, his entire planet. And the scientist that teams up with him to help him sort of betrays him. Just sort of betrays him, and well, not sort of. I mean, he betrays him, and can you see the smoke on the video? But the scientist betrays him, and his family, as far as we know, is left along with his entire planet, his whole home planet, to die of thirst and starvation and suffocation and whatever. Then at the end, the scientist that backstabbed him, played by Reupload, says, tell me the truth, is there any hope? And he says, of course there's hope. You as a man of science should know that.
Don't you feel bitter about it, everything?
Bitter? No. We'd have probably treated you the same if you'd come over to our place.
Is there no chance, then?
Of what? Of course there's a chance. You're the scientist, Dr. Bryce. You must know there's always a chance.
I see a fire over there, maybe I can get that in the background. You see, shooting a video of the Feld fire, it's like special effects for free. The thing about this thing is, I was thinking about this. I went to this, let's call it a meetup of sort of alternative right-wing voices in South Africa. It wasn't anything super special. It was no South African version of Amrin or anything. But this one kid there asked me, he said, can you see any reason for hope? And he wanted to know if I saw any sort of stuff to have hope in, to be positive about. And I quoted that David Bowie movie. I think there's always hope. And I think that's sort of the problem with hope. You become addicted to hope. You become convinced that things will get better. You hope that things will get better. You pray that things will get better. And, you don't need any evidence for it. You don't need any reason to believe it. You just hope it'll happen. You hope it'll be true. And I think now I'm drinking out of habit. But you hope it'll be true. You sort of it sort of just becomes a thing that you do because you don't want to take action. And if hope inspires you to take action, to actually do something, well then that's good, right? Then hope can be useful if it actually inspires you to take action, to actually do something. Then hope can be useful. It can be a tool for motivation. But if you're hopeful and you just hope that something will happen, you hope against hope that things will get better. You think, well, maybe if we have a referendum on this president and get him out, things will get better. You think, well, maybe if we maybe if we start buying the right products, things will get better. Maybe if we support the right candidate next time, things will get better. Maybe if we find the right religion to follow, or the right political system to get our utopia. You know, things will get okay then. Or you could just say, well, maybe things will be alright anyway, and you could just leave it alone. And I'm not actually sure which of those is more damaging. To think you might have some sort of answer, or but if you... How rude. Can you hear these guys? These fires here that are set, I'm pretty sure these are deliberately set to prevent the spread of felt fires. And it's sort of like that within a utopian system, you know? Like hope, if you've got realistic hope, that's one thing, but those who, you know, offer false hope are false friends. And if you're feeling hopeful, and you know, it's something that can happen, something you can work towards, that's great. But if it's sort of hope that for something impossible, you know, it's this utopian idea, you know, utopia literally means no such place, and you're hoping for this thing that's impossible. You know, you're hoping to change human nature somehow with your new political system, or with your new diversity policy, or you're hoping to somehow undo a million years of evolution with rainbow people stickers. Now, if you set a fire to prevent a felt fire, you know, to prevent it from spreading, that's not a utopian policy. That recognizes that felt fires are a problem, and, you know, fighting fire with fire, literally. But the reason the utopian, you know, becomes cynical is because a utopian world by definition can't exist, and we're all subject to the laws of nature, as brutal and harsh as, you know, as they could be. Rachel Ned in Tooth and Claw. If you have hope for a better world that you can fight for, that you can work for every day to be a part of, if your hope is realistic, I think that can help. But if you've been sort of fed this saccharine, sweet, fake idea of what it means to have hope, sort of this neo-Marxist idea of freedom, I don't know if there is hope then. I think that, in a way, believing in hope can actually be what gets rid of, you know, any reason to have hope. It's a self-defeating construct, and the people that give us hope, they don't require hope to make us hopeful. The only thing they require is action. I'm Joe. That's all I think about that. And I'm not Shadowbanned yet.